The last hours of teen death row inmate before execution. Explore the haunting stories of Wesley Allen Dodd, Wanda Jean Allen, Robert Fratta, and James Barnes as they face their final hours on death row. Tragedy, violence, and the irreversible consequences of their actions showcase the depths of human depravity and the somber reality of capital punishment. Wesley Allen Dodd. Wesley Allen Dodd was born on July 3, 1961 in Toppenish, Washington, and had a relatively normal childhood. Initially, Dodd denied experiencing any harm, despite both him and his brother gaining infamy for committing crimes against young individuals. However, he later revealed that his childhood was actually traumatic, marked by physical and verbal abuse from his father. His parents' marriage was tumultuous, and it reached a breaking point on Dodd's 15th birthday, July 3, 1976, when his father attempted self-harm after an argument with his wife. At the age of 13, Dodd began exposing himself to children in his neighborhood. Unfortunately, his father dismissed this behavior with the boys will be boys mentality. Over time, Dodd escalated from indecent exposure to committing acts of child abuse, even during his naval career when he was deployed on base. In 1987, Dodd attempted to lure a young boy into an abandoned building, but the boy refused and reported the incident to the police. Prosecutors were aware of Dodd's history of offenses and recommended a 5-year prison sentence. On January 5, 1993, at 12:05 a.m., Wesley Allen Dodd was executed at Washington State Penitentiary in Walla Walla. He had chosen hanging as his method of demise. Thus, an end came to a life that had been devoid of any positive contributions, instead leaving behind a legacy of pain and fear inflicted upon innocent children. Wanda Jean Allen. Wanda Jean Allen, born on August 17, 1959, faced a challenging upbringing with a mother struggling with alcoholism and financial hardships. Tragic incidents, including being hit by a truck and stabbed, further impacted her life. With an IQ of 69 and dysfunction in her left hemisphere, Wanda had impaired intellectual abilities and difficulty managing extreme pressure. Throughout her life, Wanda committed crimes, including the fatal shooting of her childhood friend-turned-girlfriend in 1989 and another girlfriend in 1988. While incarcerated, she sought redemption but was denied clemency. On January 11, 2001, Wanda Jean Allen was executed by lethal injection at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary in McAlester. Robert Fratta. Robert Fratta was driven by a tumultuous divorce, a bitter custody battle, and a desire for financial gain from an insurance policy. These motivations led him to arrange a sinister plan. He paid an 18-year-old individual $1,000 to murder his wife, Farrah Fratta, who was also the mother of their 3 children, in 1994. Fratta meticulously orchestrated the plot, enlisting a middleman named Joseph Priestash to hire a shooter named Howard Guidry. Unsettlingly, Fratta displayed no remorse for his actions and arrogantly believed he could outmaneuver the consequences. However, the discovery of incriminating phone records and testimonies from his co-conspirators resulted in his arrest. Fratta faced the grave consequences of his heinous crime. He was sentenced to demise and in 2023 became the first person in the state of Texas to be executed that year, marking the end of his life. James Barnes. James Barnes, born in 1944 in Detroit, Michigan, experienced mistreatment from his alcoholic parents, leading to profound effects on his mental well-being. Displaying signs of mental illness, Barnes engaged in minor offenses and became involved with mental health institutions. In 1988, his actions took a darker turn as he targeted and attacked several prostitutes, resulting in 3 fatalities. Barnes was apprehended by authorities in November 1988, but faced delays in his trial due to psychiatric evaluations. Eventually, he was deemed fit to stand trial and pleaded guilty to all charges in 1997, receiving a 40-year prison sentence. Upon completion of his incarceration, Barnes was released under supervised treatment for rehabilitation and support. As the stories of Wesley Allen Dodd, Wanda Jean Allen, Robert Fratta, and James Barnes come to a close, they serve as a chilling reminder of the impact of abuse, mental illness, and personal struggles. Though their fates differ, their lives intersect within the somber tapestry of the justice system. Their legacies caution us to contemplate the complexities of human nature, the search for redemption, and the weight of irreversible choices. As the curtain falls, lingering questions remain about justice, forgiveness, and the lasting impact of their actions on the lives they affected.